Recording. Okay. So if you're hopping on, number one, thanks for being here. Number two, hopefully I blow your damn mind today. Number three, I don't know where you're at in your business, but I want you to be thriving. I want you to feel successful. I want you to have some freaking fun, and I want you to be a volume-based business. And maybe that doesn't make sense to you, but what should make sense to you is that you all started coaching for a reason, okay? And I listened to a call with Trina Gray, which blew my mind because she's like one of my most favorites ever. But she basically was talking about how most of us join coaching for 5 reasons, okay? So these don't have to be your reasons, but she was very open about like, I share this with people, and if it happens to be your reasons, let's run with these. Because I think it's important to understand why people join. And then I want to start talking to you about, okay, now that we know why people join, let's meet people where they're at. Okay, number one, they want to be belong, but they want to be part of a team. They want to belong. They want to root for something positive. Okay, they want to be in a place where they feel safe and feel empowered by women. Okay, AKA our challenge groups. Number two, they want to get better results. Okay. They want to have this as a lifetime or a lifestyle challenge, not just a 30-day challenge, okay? Number three, they want to get savings, and they might as well get savings by becoming a coach. So that's your pure discount coach, okay? They love our products. They like to get the savings. Number four, they're recognition-based. They want to go to cool places. They want to go to those business trips. They want to go to Summit. They want, like, you guys, she made a great point, which is like blew my mind. I've been to a teacher convention. It is nothing like Summit. A Summit, like nutrition, like we're working out with these trainers. Like we have the most empowering community. Like I get goosebumps thinking about it now. I get goosebumps thinking about the fact that I get to work out with my best friends that I've met online. I get goosebumps thinking about like this community. There's not a lot of people that have that in their life. Okay. So we get to go to cool places. We get to go to this cool convention that we learn, and we get to meet these cool trainers, and we get recognized for our hard work, okay? Again, teacher conferences, nurse conferences, fill in the blank conferences do not freaking look like that, all right? Number 5, income. On their time, on their desire, on their schedule, no more timelines, they get to make money, okay? That's it. That's basically why a lot of people will join as a coach. Okay. So I want you to start thinking about and get really freaking clear why your people join your team and why you joined. Okay. There's no right or wrong answer. It's just now that I have 5 reasons, that's the kind of person I'm going to start posting to, because that is the reason that people join my team. Most people don't join my team and say they want to make a 6-figure business. Most people join my team that want to make a couple $100s to go to Target, love the community, and then become lifers because they're in my challenge group. And they're like, a girl just messaged me today and was like, I can't freaking believe it. Thank you so much for reaching out to me. I've lost 12 pounds. I've never felt better. I love your community, the positive people. I don't have that place at work. My work is a toxic environment, and I freaking love your group. Like, I got chills. I provided that for her. She's going to change her life because of me. And I get to do that every single day. So I need to speak to that. I need to speak to those people more. Are you in a toxic environment? Do you need a positive environment? Because there's no right or wrong way to go about this. But if you only talk about one, you're only going to attract that person to that environment. So if you don't talk about the income opportunity, or you don't talk about going to cool places, or you don't talk about getting a savings for discounts or whatever, and these are not right or wrong. I just want you to start thinking about 3 to 5 of the type of coach that you want on your team, and then you need to start posting to that, okay? So now I want to start talking to you about, you need to get really freaking clear what you want in this business, okay? There is no right or wrong way, I just said. And if you're in it for a discount, I love that. I love that you're in it for a discount. Most of you are probably want to making money because you're on this call. Like, you want to make a side income. You want to make more than your Shakeology. You're getting irritated that you haven't made enough to cover your Shakeology, or maybe you have and you're just stagnant and you're sitting there and you're struggling with the hustle. You're struggling with, I'm frustrated. I don't know where to go from here. I'm just kind of stagnant. Okay. I've been there. I've been here for 8 years, you guys, and I've felt it all. I felt pressure from corporate. I felt pressure I put upon myself. I've made Success Club for 91 months in a row. And a lot of those months I had anxiety almost every single month towards the end of the month. Some months I ignored my family. Some months I started crying. Some months I killed it and got like 30 Success Club points. And I'm like, yeah, this is how it's supposed to be, baby. But at the end of the day, I had to take a step back in the last 2 months and get really freaking clear with what I want. Okay. So I've been quiet because I needed to get really freaking clear. I need to be here a year from now. What's going to help me be a year from now? What's going to help my team be here a year from now? Okay. So number one, you have got to meet people where they're at, and you need to drop that Success Club challenge pack or bust mentality. Okay. I am not saying Success Club is wrong. I am not saying that me making Success Club 91 months in a row is not an amazing accomplishment, because I own that. I freaking worked my ass off. I still work my ass off. I know that is an accomplishment. But when I wake up next month, whether I have 92 months in Success Club or not, that does not define my success as a coach. What defines my success as a coach, what I am realizing, is whether I'm happy in this business, whether I'm having fun, whether I'm making money enough that is worth my time, meaning if I was only making $25 and I was in it for money, would that be worth my time if I'm working 40 hours in the month? Probably not. Okay. I'm getting really clear with you, and I may be telling you something that you've been feeling in your heart and you know is true, but it's hard for you to understand. So I want you, if you are in this for a business, to make money, because guess what? You join this business to make money. All right. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm in this business to make money and also freaking help people and to get messages like I got this morning, like I just shared with you. I'm in this to be part of a community that I don't have in my other work environment as a teacher. I'm in this to go to Summit. I love freaking Summit. It's like my but I'm going to be honest with you. A month ago, I didn't want to go because I was so pressured because I didn't rank advance. I haven't rank advanced my business in a year. Okay. I got Premier, and all of a sudden in my mind, that's less than elite. So I'm not good enough. Okay. But then it's my coaches. I don't feel my coaches are feeling successful. And I feel as a leader, the speed of the leader, the speed of the pack. You got to have your coaches be successful. You feel where I'm feeling? You see where I'm feeling here? I don't want to go to an event that's celebrating 15-star diamonds and all these different things when I don't even my team, no one on my team is walking across the stage. So I realized where's the disconnect? And for me personally, I have been forced to be recognition-based, and I'm not recognition-based. I've changed who I was as a person. It's not important to me. What's important to me is spending time with my family, paying for my own vacations and not worrying about it. Like going to Disney World was the best thing I've ever done in my life. Like $10,000 I paid for myself from this business from January, you guys. What would that do for your family if you said, I want to set up a vacation fund and I want to pay for my family? Okay. That's what, like, my mind was blown when I realized that I had to be really freaking clear about what was important to me. If 5-star is important to you, absolutely go for it. If recognition is important for you, if elite's important for you, go for it, because it's amazing. It's an amazing thing. But don't think because you're a 5-star diamond, you're going to make 6 figures. Don't think because you're a 10-star diamond, all of a sudden, all the answers have fallen into the universe and you're going to make all this fat money. Okay. The bonuses are great, but I don't want you to equate rank Success Club to money. Here is the difference. Money in your business comes from personal volume at first. That means you and your customers ordering, and then ultimately team volume. So that's what this call is about, is team volume. Okay. So we need to meet people where they're at and get off the Success Club and challenge pack mentality. Okay. Why? Because there are times when challenge packs are great, where you offer it and you give it to people and you're like, this is great. They want nutrition. They want Beachbody on demand. Have you had those conversations where they're seamlessly effortless? And you're like, well, that was an easy challenge pack, Sal, because that's what they wanted. That's what they needed. Okay. Have you had conversations where you feel icky, where you feel like you're pushing things upon people, where you're not meeting people where they're at, where you're like, crap, I need another point. I'm missing Success Club. I'm a crappy coach because I have Success Club too. And now I need to find 2 more people to buy this challenge pack. So I'm not going to listen to anything they say except just offer the challenge pack. I've been guilty. I've been there. Okay. So here's the deal. We have to go back to old conversations, and you need to write this down, and you need to get very clear. Okay. Number one, you need to get very clear with what you want in this business. Do you want to make money, or do you want to go for recognition? Do you want a combination of both? Like, is recognition super important to you? Is Success Club super important to you? Is being on the lights and the stages super important to you? There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that's bad. And a long time, that was me. I needed to feel important in this business. And that's where I was at. It's sad for me to say that now, but that's just the truth. Like, I wanted people to be like, oh, that's Kiana Hanna. And I'm like, okay, I'd rather have them say, oh, that's Kiana Hanna. She's a bomb ass mom, right? Like, I had to change what I wanted. I'm a good coach. I know that. I don't need to have a certain title behind my name or a certain star behind my name to know that I'm a good coach. I want to feel like I'm a good coach and I'm helping you guys be successful. So that's where we're at. Okay. So you have to go back to old conversations, and you have to go back to anyone you feel like they're ghosting you. Okay. You can simply start by going back to Facebook Messenger, looking at scrolling way back years ago. Okay. And I'm going to talk to you about what I want you to say and how you talk about it. But okay, here is the goal that I want from this call. Here's the goal that I want from you immediately after you leave this call. Okay, is to get you all to see value. Okay, sorry, not you guys all, but like your challengers and the people that you're trying to talk to, is to get them to see the value and fall in love with the journey that they're on, no matter what it is that they order. So it could be Beachbody on Demand, could be Energize, it could be Recover. So perfect example. This morning, this girl says to me, I just started doing exactly what I'm going to talk to you about yesterday. I went back to an old conversation, said, hey girl, how are you doing? I haven't talked to you in a long time. Like, what's up? Like, thanks so much for your support. My son's thing, it really sucked. I've had a really crappy week, you know? And she's like, then somehow she's like, oh, you're no problem. She directly asks me, what is that shake that your son's drinking? And I'm like, oh, that's Daily Sunshine. And she's like, does it have vitamins and minerals in it? And I'm like, well, yeah. Like, no, I don't want that shake. Okay, well, what kind of shake do you want? I want one for energy. Oh, we have Energize. That's plant-based. Oh, perfect. I'm a vegan. I'm like, okay. She's like, what's that cost? I sent her, I was like, I got to look up the link because I don't sell it normally by itself. Here's this. And I said, and I added on Energize because it's my favorite thing, and that's plant-based too. Actually, came out with it. She bought the whole stack. It literally was effortless. It literally was like, she was like, oh, great. This is exactly what I'm looking for. I'm like, I was like, what in the actual, I sent her it thinking she was going to say that the $120 was expensive in my mind, because that's what it came with the stack. I put Energize and Recover together. And I do get an HD point, but I don't care about that. Like, she was like, okay, just send me the email. She ordered it in like 10 minutes. I was like, this is insane. That's just one example of me talking to someone, meeting them where they're at. What would I have done before? I would have pushed the challenge back, not listened to her. And then she told me in this conversation, she doesn't want to work out. She's not into working out right now. She just wants to focus on her nutrition. I have to listen to the customer. Okay. So number one, we're going to go back to old conversations and people that have ghosted invites. The reason that they're probably ghosting your invites is because, one, they're just busy. We're busy people. Don't take it personal. Two, sometimes they need a reminder that they haven't reached their goals yet. They still haven't worked with you. It's like, hello, I'm here. And three, we may have not met them where they're at. Okay, I'm going to put someone on mute because someone's thing sounds like a bee. I love you guys, but you sound like a bee. Okay. So number one, you want your people to fall in love with their journey, right where they're at. Enough that when they join your group, here's the goal. Okay, we want them to fall in love, get them in with where they're at, like a Beachbody on Demand or an Energize. Okay, get them into your group. That when the time is right for them, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, they upgrade. They see MM and Hunter, like, well, I don't even know how to say that, like Jericho's new program's coming out. And they're in your group now. They're like, what's that new program? I want to do that with everyone. Then it's next month, they order that. It's like an upgrade, okay? Or they're like you use your group as a coach environment, okay? They want to become a coach. They want the discount now. yes, you guys, good leaders sign up without a challenge pack. All right. There's many people on the roundtable that said, I signed up with a burnt, like my neighbor gave me a burnt DVD and I refused to do Shakeology, which is me. And I just signed up with Energize. Okay. So don't discount those people. All right. Number two is I want you to learn, okay, that your people, you need to not only meet them where they're at, but show everything that you have to offer more than challenge packs. And then here's the key. You need to write this word down. When someone says like, okay, like that sounds great, you need to upsell and upshare. So here is an example. Okay. Like always upsell. So like, hey girl, we talked about the Beachbody on Demand. I just sent you your 3 month Beachbody on Demand link, but a heads up, I added in a 10-day pack of Energize because it's my favorite. I know that we talked about you being exhausted and tired. It's literally the thing that kicks my butt in the morning to work out. It's plant-based. It has green tea extract. I know that's important to you. If you struggle to make that happen, okay, I want you to go ahead and try it. I know we talked about this. You can take it out of your cart if you like. That is the key. Do you guys know they can take it out of their freaking cart? But you are upselling every single product, okay? Then another thing I have been doing is adding this. Like, it's almost like you're but they have power now. It's like, oh, I can take it out of my cart, no big deal. But guess what? 80% of them freaking leave it in the cart. They're like, oh, I want to try that. And I've been doing it in mix and match. I've been doing a tub. Some of them keep the tub in. It's more money for the tub, but I've been doing a 10-day pack of Energize because then guess what? They come back to me and say, I love that. I want that tub because I fell in love with it. And then they're going to get on HD and they want it. That's an upsell. How you make money as team volume is products that come in through HD each month. So through Shakeology or Energize or people that love the product so much, they keep ordering. Okay. Does that make sense? So the same thing with Shakeology. All right. I know we talked about having a busy mom shake. I know we talked about Beachbody on Demand, but I actually added a sample of this busy mom shake because remember they had that 5-pack sample. All right. That's actually on sale this month. It's flat out the healthiest meal of the day. I don't even think about my meal. I just make it, shake it, and make it. That's my new term, by the way. Shake it and freaking make it. You can coin that. It's awesome. Okay. And you can do Beachbody on Demand for a year and 30-day shakes for $140. Okay. Let me know if that's the route you want to take. I'll go ahead and change your order. Otherwise, you got the email, order it. Let me know when you're done. Then I can add you to the group. Do you see how less salesy that is? Do you see it's like they are empowering themselves with a choice? Yes, some people have chosen this. Okay. Yes, some people have said, I actually wanted to try Shakeology, but it's the way that you go about it. It's the way. So you're not just giving them every single time they say yes to Beachbody on Demand, like a $39 offer or whatever you're offering them. I need you to upsell. That is the key. You have to teach that to yourself and you have to teach it to your team and you have to make it in a non-salesy way. You give them the option. Remember, I added this to your cart because I thought you would love this. It's my favorite product that we offer. It's a 10-day supply. No pressure. Let me know. You can take it out of the cart if you want. But again, it's like, oh, I see you drinking that. If you've been approved for the product, they want to do it. Okay. So make sure you it's called upshare or upsell. Technical MLMs will call it upselling, but we can call it upsharing. Okay. That's the same thing. So here we go. Here's the thing. You're not going to make any more money after this call if you don't talk to people. So this is not a call about like, oh, all these people are going to fall into my lap. And now I'm a business owner and I'm not going to be salesy and I'm not going to push the challenge packs. And I'm going to have all these sales going through my account. That's not what this call is about. What this call is about is be willing to talk to more people because you have no, like the end solution. The end is not a challenge pack. The end is what is best for the customer. So there's no pressure. Does that make sense? So now we can talk to people and get behind what we want. Now we can be like, I literally did this with 20 conversations last night and I was freaking having fun. I was like, oh, she wants this. Oh, this is good for you. And I was like, holy shit balls. I just sold a lot of things. I didn't sell a challenge pack, but I felt freaking good, right? Like, I think like for me, like you're going to meet so many more people. Again, are you going to sell a challenge pack in the process? Probably. And you'll probably make Success Club. That's the funny thing about this. We change the way we go about it. We'll probably actually get recognized for different things because our behaviors are in the right spot and our hearts are in the right spot. Okay, so you have permission. You have permission, my permission, to hook people up other than a challenge pack. Don't listen to corporate. Don't listen to Monday's national wake-up calls, because they'll say, I invited 150 people and they're all cold invites and I check them off and I do it today. And I, no matter what, 150 people a week. And that's just what I do. And I always offer the challenge pack. I'm not knocking. Okay. Yes, I am. I'm kind of making fun of it. And this is recorded, but this is terrible. But like, that's just bullshit. Like, it's not going to work for the average busy person. It's not. So like, I'm telling my new coaches, don't watch them. Don't listen to the national wake-up call. Listen to me and listen to our team. Listen, like, okay, I'm not really telling them not to listen to the national wake-up call. I'm telling them the number part is not important. What's important is the activity, is having those authentic, real conversations. The Trina Grays of the world are 15-star diamonds, and they're amazing in this business, but they only sign 5 coaches a month, 3 coaches a month, but they sign quality. They sign good people. They sign your people, okay? So goal number 1, get your customers to see the value of this journey. Fall in love with their journey, so that's so much that they love your freaking challenge group that they want to keep coming back for more. And on the challenge group, I can do a whole nother call about that next time, but I'm putting everyone in the same spot. I am not separating Beachbody On Demand customers. I'm not separating Shakeology customers. I'm not separating 2B Mindset customers. I'm not separating. I am done. I am done separation. That's crap. That's a lot of work for me. I don't want my coaches to work harder. I want them to work freaking smarter. Put them in the same spot. Let them advertise for themselves. And then it's your job to be smart about your posting. Like, I was so tired today. I'm so happy I had my magic unicorn juice. Like, I was so busy today. It was so awesome that I was able to just make my shake in 3 seconds and walk out the door. These are my Shakeology balls. My son loves them. He touches other balls besides his own. Okay, I said that the other day. Like, he literally touches all his balls all the time. Like, stop touching your balls. Like, sorry. He's been sleeping in my bed this week because I got hit in the face with a baseball. And he's 9 and I didn't realize how much he touched his balls all the time. I'm like, stop touching your balls. Okay. Seriously, I love him though. But so get him to fall back in love with the product. Number 2, show you have other things to offer and you're willing to meet them where they're at, and always upshare. Okay. Number 3, all right, you have to go back to having fun. Write that down. Have freaking fun. Okay. Because like, if you're aligned with like having fun in this business, you're going to be here longer. You're going to be here longer. Like, if you're having fun, if you're enjoying the conversations, if you're excited about having conversations, if you're excited about like, shoot, we have so much stuff to offer these people. Like, I'm going to meet them where they're at. Like, I used to get really annoyed when people would say like, I'm allergic to Shakeology. Like, I'm allergic. Like, there's something in there that like just makes me, one girl told me, she's like, my lips, they swelled up so big. And I was like, okay, whatever. And like, I was annoyed the whole day. I was like, that girl's making that shit up. But what I realized is why would I try to get her to get on Shakeology? Because I wanted 2 points, the challenge pack. And why didn't I say, I keep thinking of all these conversations, hundreds of conversations in the last 9 years where I screwed up, where I was like, like, if I would have just said, all right, I get it, girl. Like, so you're not a shake person. You don't like Shakeology. Okay. Like, we have something else that like, how about just, are you working out? Like, you know what I mean? Meet her where she's at. Like, does she want Beachbody On Demand? Maybe she wanted just Energize. Maybe she just wanted to try Energize. Like, I literally, you guys, I'm not kidding. She sent me a picture of her lips and she was like, look what Shakeology did. And I was like, holy he has balls. Okay. So we got to have fun every day. All right. Why did I join as a coach? Why? I joined as a coach to hold myself accountable. Okay. To make bonus money. That's why I did. And to be part of this community. That is it. Okay. To hold myself accountable in my progress and my journey. So if you're not holding yourself accountable, like if you're not the most active member in your challenge group, if you're not killing it, like if you're not having fun, you got to change it up. Okay. There is no reason that you should be, I call it AD. I think some coaches are ADD. Like, I got that guilty. Like, I'm doing lift 4, I'm doing 2B mindset. I'm doing everything that comes out. I'm doing everything because I am the best coach ever. But do you know there's most coaches find success when you find your thing and you just sell the shit out of that. Like, you find your 2B mindset and it's like, I'm offering like Trina Gray kills this. And you may have no idea like who she is, but like she's amazing. She's like my most favorite coach ever because she's so down to earth. But what she does, and I was like, that's genius, is she helps her new coaches, which is at any point in this business, you can become a new coach. At any point in this business, you can decide this. Is she helps them set up a group that's their forever group that basically is like their favorite thing. So she has one girl that's called like Cassie's Kitchen, and like she likes to cook, but she like is a busy college student. So it's like Cassie's Kitchen, fueled by Beachbody on Demand or whatever, like doing Beachbody on Demand and fueled by Shakeology. So she only sells like mostly just Shakeology, but basically she meets their coaches where they're at, and she teaches them that like you can sell a lot of that one thing. Does that make sense? So you can sell a lot of that one thing. You don't have to like just get on all the bandwagon. Granted, I think it's great to do a new program when it comes out. Jericho's new program, I think we all should do it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if you are ADD and not choosing your, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I can sell Energize and Recover. I can sell the ish out of it. I cannot sell Shakeology. Do you know why? Because I just spit. Because I don't really like shakes. I still get annoyed with shakes. I still have this I'm not 170,000% behind it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like I like it. I take it. I've learned over 8 years how good it is for me. I drink it. I have it. But it took me a long time to get to that point. I'm talking to the people in the beginning. So like, why wouldn't I offer the Energize? Why wouldn't I offer the Recover? Why wouldn't I offer, guess what I thought about today? I was like, I'm going to do a group called Hit It, Don't Quit It. So we're going to all use Energize, and we're all going to do HIIT workouts from Beachbody on Demand. I'm going to make a hybrid calendar because that's my people. Because people like HIIT workouts in under 30 minutes. They like that with me. Like that's my people. They love Energize. That's like why would I try to force anything else? I'm just going to have so much more fun doing that. So okay, you got to remind yourself why you joined. All right. And if it's to make money for your family, let's start making some money. It can be $38 this week. It can be $67 next week. But if you're not talking to anyone and you stop talking, you're not going to make any money. So we have to start having conversations, meeting people where they're at, and start having little wins. If you're not selling challenge packs, you're probably not selling anything, because that's what this business is based upon. That's what you've been told your whole life. And we apologize. I apologize. If you are not, now we need to change that. Okay. You're not making any money because you're not selling one thing. That is why you are not making money. And your coaches are not making money because they are pushing to sell challenge packs, and maybe they're struggling with that. And then they feel like they didn't make Success Club for 1 month. And so now they're a failure. If your coaches are like my coaches, this is what we feel like. And so now we can't do this business because now we suck. Right. But what I realized is that's all a lie. And sometimes corporate's way of thinking is not always the best way of thinking. Okay. And I absolutely love corporate. I adore them. They do everything. Okay. But they're a business. They're in it to make money for them. The most money that they make is when we sell a challenge pack. And do you know what the least amount of money we make is when we sell a challenge pack? Okay. They make the most volume, okay. And for example, this month's challenge pack on sale, 140, you get 30 TV, 30 team volume. Next week, we're going to go over personal volume versus team volume. I'll explain this. I just sold Recover and Energize, and I made 78 TV. I cycle off a TV. Okay. I cycle when my coaches make TV. I just made double the amount of money by selling making one Success Club versus 2 Success Clubs, but I made double the money. And then I get to cycle more because if I go through my husband's account, I now got paid on it twice. All right. So these are the things we have to start thinking about. If you want to make more money, you got to be smarter. You can't just push certain things. Okay. All right. So your goal is this. In the beginning, you're going to get paid on personal volume. That's like commissions. But you have to get to Emerald if you want to start making money. You don't have to push yourself to Diamond, but your Emerald is when you cycle. And that is when you start making TV off a team volume. It's called a team for a reason. But until you start making $250 a week, I'm not going to tell you to have to go for Diamond, because you can make up to $250 a week as an Emerald. If you're capping out on your cycle, then yeah, you need to get to Diamond. If recognition is important to you to walk across that stage, get to Diamond faster. And it is a little bit higher in cycling, you know, 16, is it $18 a cycle? I should know that. Don't know. Sorry. I should really know that. Okay. So my goal in this business is to hold myself accountable. I'm doing that. My challenge groups are killing it. I'm very proud of myself. I've made a huge shift in my challenge group. Super easy, super simple. If anyone wants to be in my challenge group to see what I'm doing, you're more than welcome. I'm here to share. Let me know. Send me a message. Okay. It's not perfect. My way is not the best way, but it's working for me. And I had 300 comments last week on my post that was for the week, 300 people checking in. 300 different comments of people checking in, not 300 people, sorry. It was 39 women checking in more than 5 days a week. That's pretty damn good, in my opinion. I was pretty proud of that. That's higher than it's ever been because I'd shifted, all right? Because I'm having more fun now. My goal is to make money for my family, okay? I want to make money. I want to go on vacation. I want to be able to pay my rent. I want to be able to contribute, take the pressure off my husband. I have a different situation. He has a good job, okay? He has a good job. I don't need to make a certain amount of money before I feel pressured. I want to make money because that's just my personality, because I like to make money. I like to contribute. I like to be like, yes, I just paid for that $10,000 Disney vacation. I cried every day. I cried every freaking day. I showed up in Disney World. I cried because I brought my mom and I paid for my mom too. And I gave her spending money like she was a child, and it warmed my heart. Like she was like, this is crazy. Like JJ turned around in the car. He's like, here you go, Kim. There's your $100 for today. And here you go. She was like, are you serious? Like that is what fuels my fire. I want that for you. I want you to be able to do that for people you love. I want you to do things that you love. I want you to pay for that dance class, to fill up that gas tank because it means so much to me. And this is the thing, is my win started off as $18 a week. 18 bucks a week. I could go to, I don't know, at the time it was, I don't drink coffee, so it wasn't coffee, but I could meet at this bread shop and like have a like meet for like a day date with one of my friends, like a mommy date. Like I was like, babe, I made $18 this week. Okay. You got to think about that. Like it's going to build up if you have this mentality. Okay. You got to get them an experience, get your challengers, your coaches an experience, have them fall in love with the process. And then the goal is to have them upgrade to a nutritional product or full package. So I'm going to tell you right now, most of my Success Club points, if I make them, are going to be from what we call completion packs. So they've got in with me and other things, and now they're like, heck yes, I'm doing that Jericho workout with you. I don't want to be left out. I'm doing that with you because the whole team's doing it. Vibe Tribe's doing it. We have to all do it together. Like I feel like that's what's going to happen. Okay. And I'm shifting to use my challenge group, my virtual Vibe Tribe, as a sneak peek to coaching. You want to know what I do? There you freaking go. I do that. I post personal development every day. I work on myself. I'm honest. I'm raw. I don't need to do any extra work. You want to know what I do? Join my group for 5 days. Let me know if you can do it. And they think they can do it because I made it easier. I have one check-in post for the entire week. We all post in one area. Like my friends that are like my one coach who was a doctor who love her to pieces, made Success Club, killed it. About 6 months in was like, I can't, it's too big. I can't, I'm a full-time doctor. Like I can't run a challenge group. I can't do these things. And I was like, oh, where did I go wrong? You know where I went wrong? I overcomplicated it. I made it so hard for her. You have to do a new post every day. You have to be on your game. You have to do all these things. No, people just want accountability. They just want to show the F up and have a place where you're real and raw. Like be you, be yourself, show up and enjoy it. Like that is what this business is about. Okay. So if you do that, here's the thing though. If you don't provide the experience, they're never going to upgrade. If you don't provide an experience of a Vibe Tribe, they're never going to go for that full package and they're never going to upgrade. And so you will be stuck at just being a retailer. If you only sell Beachbody on demand, you're a retailer. You're not a business owner. Like you're making commission, but your team, you got to teach your team. You got to teach our team to do this and get excited about it. Okay. So always add the upshare. I explained to you what that was. All right. Okay. So here's 5 things that you want to do, and then we're going to end the call. And I'm going to tell you right now that the reason I'm fired up and the reason that you see the passion coming out in me is because I took 5 weeks in this business in the last 5 weeks and have literally taken a step back and done nothing but wrote what I want, decided what was important to me. What do I want? Why are coaches quitting? What would make coaches stick around? Why do I want to be here a year from now? Why did I want to quit? Why am I struggling? Why do I feel like I'm frustrated? Why do I feel like all of these things? And I'm like, I got to get real with myself. Number one, I have to get real with you and be honest with you that if you are in this for making money, but you're going for recognition, there's your cognitive dissonance. It means your heart and your mind is not matching and you're not making money. So you're frustrated, but the business is saying you got to make Success Club and you're pushing Success Club. That's where the problem is. Okay. On the other end of the perspective, there are people that make a lot of money that make a lot of Success Club points. And I'm not saying that's bad. I just don't attract, and I am not the person that's going to work a lot of hours and make 60 to 70 Success Club points, or even 25 to 30. You guys, I made 6 Success Club points last month. I made it on the last day of the month, and I literally thought I wasn't going to make it. Like, that's just where I was at in this moment of my life. I don't make a lot of Success Club points, but you know what I do? I'm really freaking good at inspiring other people. I'm really good at getting you to see the bigger picture. I'm really good at having you believe in yourself. That's what a good coach is. I'm really good at making you understand, like, if you want to be here a year from now, you better start making some money. You better start diving into that community. And I keep saying money because it used to be an icky word to me. It used to be like, oh, but do you know what you can do with money? Help more people. You can give it away. You can serve more people. You can help people in your life. It's not a bad thing. If you want to be here a year from now, you have to go back to why you started. And then you have to serve people where they're at. Okay. 5 things. Okay. You need to do a call to action post. Okay. Something to the point of, I've been doing this business for a long time, or I have a super awesome special for just $39. You can work with me. $39. Like, I've never offered this before. You get in the same group that I've offered for a long time. You get recipes, you get me. I mean, if they can't pay $39, you guys, then they're not your people, and that's okay. All right. And then you get them in a conversation, and what do? You just talk to them. Awesome. I am so excited. Like, here's what you say, and I'll write this down on the call in the team page, but this is what you say. I'm so excited you're ready to get started with me this summer. What are your goals and what do you struggle with the most? So I can make sure this is the most perfect fit for you. That's it. Okay. All right. And I was scared that I was like, I'm saying it's 39 and then I'm adding these things into the cart, but like that is what a business owner is smart and does. They can choose to do the $39. They can take everything else out. Okay. And just so that you know, if you do the $39 deal, it doesn't get charged for 2 weeks. So like, they don't even get charged for $39 for 2 weeks. So they want to buy the Energize, I think, because it's like, oh, like that $39 or whatever you're putting in their cart. Okay. So again, you're going to do a call to action. Okay. Here's the thing. I did a call to action. It was crickets. So you're going to be like, well, shit. Like, if she can't get anything, like, but I realized my call to actions don't get a lot of like, what happens to me is people watch my stories. Okay. And on Instagram, or like it's behind the scene conversations. So what I've been doing is this is number 2. So do a call to action. I had like 1 or 2 responses. It wasn't even that big of a deal. So like it may get nothing. That's fine. Whatever. Okay. What I want you to do on that call to action is don't put $39 like on don't be salesy. Put your freaking face. Put a before and after of yourself. Put a picture that you're getting excited, like something. Okay. Get them excited. Like whatever, but just don't be salesy about that. Number 2 is right now, you need to go back to old conversations and restart these conversations. Hey, I'm really sorry. Last time we chatted, it looks like, it may have not been the right time for you. It may have not been the right situation for you. It looks like I might have even been pushing this challenge pack deal. Maybe that's not what's best for you right now. I would love to work with you. I have a $39 special. Would you like to hear more about it? I mean, like, I've never done this before, but I'm just reaching out to old customers because I'd love to get you in my group. I know my group will change your life. I absolutely 100% know it. And you get to work with me for 3 months to see what it's like or whatever. Okay. Number 3, if you do what the business tells you have to do, you have a list of old no's, or like this is perfect for people that straight out said, no, I don't want to work with you. Like, you can go back to those like old conversations on Instagram, old conversations on Facebook. I literally am scrolling back to like years old conversations, and I'm like, Oh, wow. That's an interesting conversation. Like, so I just reread our conversation and I kind of wouldn't have signed up with me either, but I really think you're a cool chick and I'm doing a deal for $39 bucks. Does that interest you? I know last time we chatted, you're interested, you really struggle with nutrition. I do post recipes in my group all the time. It's just a way for you to get in and work with me and be surrounded by a positive environment. Is that something that you want to do? And then in the conversation, what happens is they'll say, you know, I always ask them their goals and they're always saying things like, yeah, I'm really struggling. Or I'll go back to old conversations recently that I'm like, are you still going to the gym? Like, how's that going for you? Like, I see where our old conversation ended. It's not always they said no, but maybe it was we ended somewhere like, no, Beachbody on Demand's not for me. Or like, I don't like working at home. I hate it. And it's funny because I always tried to convert these people that were at the gym to like love the home, but like, why? Like if they love the gym, then let them be at the gym and then I'll just get them on Energize. or like I'll just help it in my group for the empowerment. Like, that's awesome. You work out at the gym. How's that going for you? Like, are you getting the results that you wanted? Like, you know, whatever. And then offer them like, hey, for $39, well, that's Beachbody on Demand. So like if they're at the gym and they would never use Beachbody on Demand, I wouldn't offer them $39. But I could say for $50, you can join my group because I could offer the Energize, or I could say for $20, the 10-day sample, depending on where they're at, they can join my group. Does that make sense? So I just kind of meet them where that. Number 3, so number 1, get a call to action up, respond to all the yeses or respond to all the likes and be like, thanks so much for your support. Or were you interested? If they like it, you should send them a message. Thanks so much for your support. Were you interested in a $39 deal, or were you just being a super sweet supporter? Like, I love that about you. You've always been in my corner, thanks or something. And they'll answer you or whatever. Number 2, make sure you do those reach outs, those old conversations, restart those. Number 3, go back to your old no's, okay, your distinct no's, and the ones that said absolutely not, or the ones, this is perfect for the old no's and the ones that it was too expensive, okay? Too expensive. It's just too much. I can't do it. $140 is so expensive. I can't do it. One girl told me today $39 was too expensive. Okay, well, I'm always here, so it doesn't sound like this is a good time for you. No worries, girl. Like, you can follow me. Like, in the meantime, I just found this awesome recipe. Like, you said you were vegan. I found this awesome recipe. Maybe maybe you can cook it this week. She was very thankful. She was like, oh my God, thank you so much. So another key that I forgot to tell you, with all of these restarting conversations, with anything that you sell, 3-month, quarterly, Beachbody on Demand, Energize, you better write their names down and you better know what they got so that you can upsell next month. You can ask them how they like it next month. You can see what they're doing. You can see how they're feeling. You could, all of those things, okay? Number 4, you want to go into old groups and re-engage. So if you have like a tank top, I did a tank top group. I did a salads and squats group. I just reopened up. So I had this group that was about organizing and decluttering. I just reopened that up and I'm posting like 15-minute tips on decluttering your home. And it has nothing to do with fitness, but I can restart conversations. I can see people are in there and they're active. It's not going to be, it might be crickets. I don't care. I'm still offering value. I'm still re-engaging in old conversations. And in 8 years, I've changed my business a lot. So like when I first started, you guys, I did 30-day challenge groups. I have like 20 30-day challenge groups where people are still in those groups from 8 years ago. I'm like, I need to clean this up. So I'm going through all of those old things. I'm going through my customer list on Beachbody on Demand. I'm going through my friend list. I'm literally going through everything because I feel like I'm a brand new freaking coach and I don't have a hidden agenda. Like, it's not me trying to it's me trying to help, because now I truly believe I have something for Denise that's going to help her. I truly believe that, like, and before it wasn't that I didn't think the challenge pack is all around approach, because that is an amazing deal for a lot of people. And if they can pay, honestly, if they want everything, the 140 pack, like, get them that pack this month. Like, that's just freaking ridiculous and absurd that it's even 140. Okay. So if they can get that, like, get them that, like, that's great. And sometimes you're going to see selling a challenge pack easy, but don't discount after the conversation moves from a challenge pack, okay, to like, doesn't look like this is a good fit for you, this challenge pack. But I actually have a graphic, you guys, that is like an option that gives them an option. So it's like, here's a challenge pack. Here are some other items that we talked about. And I can share all these pictures. I'm going to do a Google. I've been working on this and I've been adding to it. I have a Google document that's called like Coaching Simplified, and it's just like pictures in there and different things that you can use. So that is something that I'm going to get up so that you can use it, because I think that's important. And I'll post it in the comments. Like, it's super simple. I don't think you can see it. I think I might have shared. Sorry, my husband's texting me from upstairs. Might have shared it before, but I want to make sure you get that, because when you get into a conversation of like, okay, here is the offer, the $39 deal is on there, but it's also shares like 6-month BOD and a year BOD, and like Energize, the price of it alone, and the challenge pack deal, and like which one, like maybe they say they want to work with you, they don't know what they want, but it's always good to have kind of a visual. Does that make sense? And I think that that's good. Okay, so now we're doing a call to action. We're reaching out to old conversations. We're reaching out to old no's. We're going back to our old groups and re-engaging with old people, okay? Now, it's just, now I also want you to think of a simple invite, okay? A simple invite, and this could be, you could use this simple invite in what I just have said, like going back to these old conversations, but this has been working for me. I know you've wanted to work with me in the past, but it wasn't the right timing. What if I told you you could work with me for $39? Would that make a difference? That's it. You know, you've been super supportive to me. You've said in the past you didn't have enough money. Like, let's do this, $39, you know? And if they say like, I don't have $39, be like I just saw, like one girl's like, I don't have $39. I'm like, oh really? You just went to Starbucks 7 days in a row. I saw your Starbucks, but cool. Like, I didn't say that, but that's what I was thinking. So like, again, it's just all priorities. Not everyone's going to buy something from you, and not everyone's going to, but here's the thing. We can have the end of this, the moral of the story. You need to have lots and lots of conversations and get excited about meeting people where they're at instead of feeling pressured to sell a certain thing, okay? We are not, paraphrase, this is the cliff notes of this call. You are not going to sell anything and make any money if you're pushing things that people don't want, okay? If it's a challenge pack is best for them, sell them a freaking challenge pack. If Energize is best for them, sell them Energize, okay? We have to get our team on the same page. If you want your team to be here a year from now, and they are business owners, number one, at the very bare minimum, they need to get their products paid for. They're not going to be here and stick around if their products aren't paid for, okay? Number two, they need to get to Emerald, because when they're Emerald, they start to get team volume. And when they're team volume, they start to get paid on their team as a group, okay? Again, if this is confusing to you, it's because you don't know the difference between personal volume and team volume. The Lord knows. I've been in this for 8 years. I didn't even really know the difference until, maybe 3 weeks ago. So you're not behind. And again, I'm going to do a call next Friday and clarify and do a slideshow and share with you like what the difference is, okay? You get paid on both, but when you have a team of coaches underneath you, you get paid on team, okay? That's the difference. Right now, if you're a new coach and you're in it like a new and you don't have a big team, you're probably mostly getting paid on personal volume, which is what you freaking sell, all right? And that is the truth. And if you're not selling anything, Destiny, what are you getting paid on? Nothing. I just called you out. Sorry, you might have sold something. Sorry, okay? If you are selling things, that's what you're making on commission, okay? When you have a team, which is you and your first coach, all right? You and your second coach, let's say 2, because you gotta be Emerald. Now you start to get paid on your personal volume commissions and your team. So let's say Sarah goes out and sells 3 Energizes, and Amanda goes out and sells 5 BODs, and Melissa's on my team new and she sells 3 challenge packs. Now we're talking cycling. Now we're going to start to cycle, and now you're going to get paid on TV. Okay. But if Amanda is not selling one thing and Sarah's not selling anything, and Melissa only sold 2 challenge packs, but Sarah didn't make Success Club and Amanda didn't make Success Club, and so now they're frustrated, not talking to anyone. Do you see how you don't make money? Do you understand that this is a get your head game right? Okay. Here's another thing. If you want to go on Success Club trip, like make Success Club every month. Okay. That will be important. But like, wouldn't it be awesome to just pay for your own damn trip when you want to go? Because you're making the money to go? Like, why are you waiting for a company to pay for you when you can make money to go and pay for your damn self? Like, that's what I don't understand. So if you want to be here a long term from now, if you want to be here 5-star, like if you want to make 5-star, abso-freaking-lutely push for 5-star. And I was talking to a coach today, and I'll let you go, I promise, after this. It's hard. It's hard to make the shift. It's not going to happen overnight, okay? but I want you to be happy and fulfilled. And you got to ask yourself and gut check yourself. What do I want? Do I want to be recognized? And again, there's nothing wrong with that. When I say it like that, there's nothing wrong. Like we have a top coach on our team who admits, I want to be noticed I want to be on stage. I want to be noticed. I want people to know my name. I want the recognition. Like I thrive for that. That fuels me. Goal setting, pushing myself, that fuels me. There's nothing wrong with that. Just don't equate making Success Club every month, signing a couple coaches every month, making diamond to all of a sudden making bank, because that's not true. You make money. I know coaches who are diamonds that are making more than 5 stars because they're cycling on TV. Their team is cycling and selling things on TV. They're making money, but the 5 stars, they're not making they're just not making as ton money. So just know that that's just not the way that it is. Okay. And when you see a coach up on stage that's a 10-star, it has no equality to like them making $1 million. Okay. So like you might see a coach up there for 1 star. You have no, I know coaches that are 2-star that are making $2K a week. Would you rather be a 2-star making $2K a week or a 5-star making 500? I just want to ask you. I just want to know because for me, for the longest time, I was like, I want to be a 5-star because that's where you make money. That's where you make money. But that's not true. Now there is something to say bonuses. You do get bonuses at certain ranks, but if you're making money each week in team volume and your team is producing, you're going to make up for that bonus. Like if you just decided to push for rank. So when people say pushing for rank, it's basically just sign anyone up the way that they want. Just sign them up as fast as they can as a coach, which is fine. It's not a big deal. And there's people that do that. And people can do that when you have large audiences. Like when you see new coaches starting and they have like 5,000 followers on Instagram, they can sell a lot of things sometimes. And they're retailers. They sell a lot of stuff. But most of people that sign up in Beachbody don't have an audience already. So you got to do the work. So you have to start talking to a lot of people. But I want you to make money now. I don't want you to just sell the challenge pack. Okay? I hope that came across in this call. I hope this helps you have a mission going forward. So those 5 things are what we're working on this week. And then I want you to start thinking about what is your MO? What products do you love? Okay. What products can you 100,000% get behind? Like you are going to talk the shit about it every day and you don't care. Like I'm going to pull Sarah for you. Sarah McKinney's on this call. She does not give a shit what anyone thinks. And that's what I love about her. She will say, she doesn't like sometimes she even said I'm abrasive sometimes. I come across as crass, like whatever, but she's like, you're not going to ever wonder what she wants. Like wonder like what it is that she, like, that is a great quality. Like I know that Sarah is killing it. I know Sarah, her coaches are killing it because she shares them every single day. I'm like, God, I need to do that. Like those are the things. Like she also doesn't care what you think when it comes to certain products. Like she likes, I think on Instagram you share Energize all the time, and maybe Shakeology all the time. I don't see Shakeology as much, but whatever. I know you talk about it because you do love it and you don't miss it. I know you talked about that, and you have your 365 shake. But my point is I know what she offers, and she doesn't care, and she doesn't care what you think because she's so 1,000% behind it. It doesn't matter. Like so, like what products? If you're trying to sell a 3-day refresh and you hate the way it makes you feel, you are an icky salesman. I'm sorry. Okay. Yes. Go ahead, Sarah.
Can I chime in?
Yes.
Sorry, I was in the car listening to you. This is golden. So if you like take what she's saying and like, this is what I've done for the past 2 years. I was a solid diamond for a fucking year. Didn't move my business for a year, but I made more than most 2 and 3 stars that I knew because I knew that because I would talk to them and we would talk about how much they were making. So much of my business has been from energize, and 3-month bods. Like, and that's money you're going to constantly continuously get. And yeah, if there is a product, like I talk about energize, like I talk about like 5 times a day. I shoot it at work. I'm a teacher. I keep a jar of it in my classroom and I shoot it and then I'll talk about it. And you know what, when I'm like, dude, you want to add on energize to your thing? I have zero problem ever talking about that. And yeah, like not everybody's a Shakeology person. I talk about it. I don't talk about it as much as I drink it. I mean, no one would know that we go through 3 bags a month. Nobody would know that unless I told them. Because I just don't talk about it that much because it's a higher priced item, but I have no problem talking about something that's affordable because most people that follow me are cheap moms like me.
I thought you were going to say cheap motherfuckers because I know you, and I was like, it's coming. It's coming.
No,
Sorry.
they are. Like, I'm a cheap mom. Like, I mean, Shakeology is the most expensive thing I pay for. Like, I'm a cheap person. So those are the things you've got to do. Like, and something that I wanted to like piggyback off super quick, is meeting people where they're at. Something that I think that we often forget about, and I know that a lot of people struggle when you build your team. If you've never hit Emerald, if you're stuck, you feel stuck, maybe you have one coach and maybe you just can't cross over. Something that I've really discussed with my downline, my own, smaller team, is go back to, why did you become a coach? Like, Kiana's reason to become a coach was different than mine. I became a coach because I'm a cheapskate. I'm a full-blown cheapskate. And I tell everyone that if you know that they're going to struggle, and say they do want Shakeology, but they can't wrap their mind out of $5 a day, then you absolutely need to be super blunt up front with them and say, look, you can pay right now to become a customer. You can pay, say they are going to get a challenge pack. You can sign up for $140 right now, get a challenge pack. And, next month your shake will be $5. Or you can sign up for the same exact cost right now. We'll make you a coach. There is zero thing you need to do. No one even needs to know you're a coach except for me and you. And next month, that shake that you desperately want, maybe if that's something they do want, it'll be $3.80. Let's do that. Like, that's going to save you so much money. And I think that if you take away that pressure, it's just like, what Kiana's saying, she's talking about taking away that pressure. If that whole pressure of talking about, even advancing your business and because you have to have people in your business to advance your business. That's just the bottom line. You want to be a diamond, you have to have 8 coaches in your business. That's the bottom line. But they don't have to be like, I want to make, tons of money. They don't have to do that. They don't have to want to tell a soul. And people are like, how did you advance your business, Sarah? What did you do different? How are you building all these workers? Most of my people are my challengers. They're challengers that I just love on, that I know may want to stay on these products, but it may be a financial burden. So I just approach it like that. And I mean, there's no harm in that. So I just wanted to piggyback off that. And it was just something that I was thinking about as I was driving, because it is meeting people where they're at. And if you know that financially they really want something, but maybe they do want Energize and they want Recover, but maybe financially, and maybe you know them that well, maybe you know that if that cost next month is going to be what it is now, they may not stay on it. Throw it out there in the beginning. If you know them like that, and they will appreciate it. If you meet them where they're at, and you know that financially they're struggling. I was listening to a coach talk about how she knows this lady who left her husband, and they're struggling, like she's struggling, but she really wants to do this. And I know that we're hesitant to throw that option out there to be a coach, but there are some coaches that made it really big time, that literally moved bills and went and did this that way. I was that person. So I moved a bill to become a coach so I could get that challenge pack, because I knew I needed to save on it next month. I was that coach. So don't be afraid to go back to the reason that you started it, whatever it was. And if you started like Kiana she didn't become a coach right away. She, you know what I mean? She wasn't a challenge pack person. She wasn't even a freaking shake person. She wasn't a shake person at all. And so wherever you were at that day that you signed up, whatever you were in that moment, when you made the decision to do whatever it was you were doing, if it was to buy a DVD, if it was to buy a challenge pack, if it was to sign up and get some random coach, whatever it was that got you to the moment that you're at, think about that moment, and whatever that was, take that and let that fuel your conversations that you're having with those people. That's all.
Yes.
Love you.
Thank you, Sarah. Which is exactly what I've been trying, like the reason she's been successful is because like she has advanced her rank. There's nothing wrong with that. She's been kicking about. She just went 2-star, but she's also meeting people where they're at and giving them the discount because that's what she wanted. Like that's good for them. Like that they love the product. They're giving the discount. Like there's nothing wrong giving someone a discount. Like you should get the discount, especially if it's an easy conversation. And if she's like, listen, I'm a cheapskate. I used to be cheap too. Like, this is something like, that's what she's passionate about. It comes across in her conversations. If I said to them, like, I wanted Shakeology, I needed to get the discount, I started off as a discount too, that's a lie. Like, that does not come very passionate. Like, I could literally like feel the lie coming out of my mouth. Like, it just doesn't, like, it took me a year to like Shakeology. Like, my husband tried it for many, many times and was finally like, what do you coach for? I'm like, Beachbody. I thought he asked me like a trick question. And he's like, you probably should drink the freaking shake, Kiana. Like, you need to drink the shake. And I'm like, don't get mad at me. I just don't want to, But anyhow, long story. He kept me active. I was active because of him. He was drinking Shakeology. But again, I'm a perfect example of someone that didn't get into the business for the shake. Am a successful coach, and now I drink the shake, and I do love this business. I love a lot of the products that we offer, but I will not be a person that sells 3-day refreshes. I hate the 3-day refresh. I know it's like, oh, you just should get behind it. No, someone asked me the other day, have you ever done a 3-day refresh? And I'm like, yes. How did you feel? I was hungry on it and I passed out. Oh, that was just me. And then I said to them, but that's not usual. Like, I had just had a customer that did it and she loved it. Here's her results. And then the girl ended up buying it. Do you understand what I mean? I just feel like authentic that way. I'm just not going to do a 3-day refresh group. I'm just not going to add a bunch of 3-day refreshes because that's not my thing and it doesn't do me justice. And if people get on me for taking 3 scoops of Energize, they can go FUCK themselves because I love Energize and I don't care. Like, that's what I'm just saying. Like, you really shouldn't drink that, 3 cups of Energize. Well, yes, I should. So you get what I mean? Like, I'm very passionate about the things that I'm passionate about. Okay, I'm going to unmute you all. Please let me know if you have any questions, and we're going to end the call, and then I will post the recording. I really, really hope that this helps. I really, really hope that this gives you a new vision. Please, 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 please. I have this hanging up. The 5 reasons that most people join as a coach. You should have those. And if you want to add something to it, add it. Add your reason why you came, and change the order of your number 1 reason why you became a coach. But if you only speak to one of those things, that's the kind of person you're going to attract. Okay. So I'm trying to attract, different types of people, and my person. And if I only talk about one thing, I'm only going to attract that person. Okay. If I only talk about the fitness freak and the challenge group, the challenge group, that's all the person I'm going to attract. But I realized I am a badass coach. Over time. Some days I don't feel that way, but I realize that. And so why wouldn't people want to join me? Get them into my freaking group because it's life-changing. Get them excited. And then, like Sarah said, become a coach for my group because you see that you can do it because we're all doing it together. Like, it's not hard anymore. It's not complicated. Okay. Unmuting you. Hold on. Okay. You're all unmuted. No. Why are you all muted? Oh, I was like, that's weird. Did this help you guys? Is this something like, did this help? I hope it did. Did it make you feel happier about the business? Did it make you feel more confident about the business? Because you know what this business is built on? Confidence and belief. And if you don't have confidence and belief, you'll never go anywhere. Okay. So you got to get your confidence back, build your belief. You got to have lots and lots of conversations. Let's go out there, change the freaking world, lots of conversations, 1 person at a time, meet them where they're at, and let's go make some money. Okay? Okay. Love you guys. Talk to you later.